The value of college visits is often overstated. I'm Mark Greenstein, and from now over 40 years of college visits, I'd like to give a little wisdom to two types of students. Type 1 is the one who is not yet motivated to even be at college. That's where an early college visit, I think, has the most meaning. Letting a student get just acquainted with a campus that's free of mom and dad's oversight, a campus that has neat kids from lots of different places. That might be the thing that turns a student on. And if your student is not turned on by early in the 10th grade, I do think campus visits should be on the agenda. And that way, it doesn't even matter which colleges are realistic for acceptance, but just being on a campus that's 2 or 3 hours away from home and having the kid hopefully turned on by being there. If they're still not turned on after a series of college visits, this might be a student who should delay college. Take a year or even 2 years after high school graduation before embarking. You want a student to have a focus or at least a general sense of purpose in those 4 years of college. If not, you may be wasting your money along with your kids' time. So there might not be that much learning about the campuses going on. It certainly wouldn't be intimate learning, but it might be very valuable. Now, for the same reason that you don't get that much real knowledge of a campus in a single afternoon's visit, for that reason, I'm not big on the motivated kid feeling compelled to visit college after college after college. It is more cerebral, more time efficient to be comparing a slew of colleges from readings, from chats, from videos, than from the feel you get from even a full day's college visit. Look, you can't experience that much of college life in 6 hours on campus. You might have the benefit of visiting the very lab that you might be acquainting yourself with as a freshman. But that's one lab out of probably 20 if you're going to go into the sciences. You might be involved in an extracurricular activity. Let's say you're a strong athlete. So you attend for 2 hours a single practice. So you see one side of a coach, one side of players, and you don't see what they do the other 6 days of a week. If you are attending a class, it's one class out of the 40 that you'll probably take over the next 4 years. The tour that you might choose to attend is more emotional than it is cerebral. Tour guides are specifically hired because they're such seductive sellers of the campus. Okay, yes, these well-dressed 20-year-olds are the college's best salespeople. So naturally, they're going to point out neat things about the college that make a visitor feel warm, avoid things that are not so good about the college, and no matter what, they can't possibly pertain the college to 4 years of the lives of such a diverse group of people that are inherent on any college tour. So when are college visits meaningful for decision making? I contend it's the senior spring, final semester of senior year, after you've gotten multiple acceptances and have multiple colleges, therefore, to really weigh. And then you weigh things more seriously and you spend more time. A senior in her final semester isn't really pressured for getting every grade to be top-notch in high school. Okay, you can slack a little bit. And with it, you could afford an overnight. Not the 6-hour visit, but the 36-hour visit. Okay, go there on a Thursday. Experience what your host will do after classes are over, what your host or others on the floor might be doing evenings, whether on Fridays there even is class, or is it something the kids blow off? Maybe it's not even scheduled. That really gives you a flavor of college life. And who would be your host? Try to make it a freshman or sophomore who is content to put you in their room on a couch, maybe even sleep on the floor. Better than being in a hotel off campus. Don't be with mom and dad overnight, okay? Let them go to the hotel. You experience as much as you can in the waking hours so that you really can come back with a yes or a no, or maybe a few more questions that need to be answered satisfactorily. The college admissions office will likely be able to set you up with a student willing to host like this. Maybe you know someone who went to your high school and is now on campus 1 or 2 years older than you. But if not, try the admissions office to see if there are receptive students who will take even strangers and show them the way. I hope I've shown you a little of the way. More about college admission and college success is at ivybound.net. Thanks for listening here.